Hi. Just as I said I was getting consistent with these videos, I'm late with this one. But I was late for two reasons. First off, I have a cold. And secondly, probably more importantly, I've had to stay sober for about a month. Maybe a little less time than that. But I choose to round up. Go ahead, be a negative Nelly. Some of us have to run with a baton of positivity. I had to remove stresses from my body to improve the accuracy of a PET scan. So I've had said scan and had my appointment with my hematologist, Dr. Phil. Yes, that is his name. And thankfully, I got positive results. I'm still in remission. Ugh, what a load off. I should probably learn to chill the fuck out a little bit. I'm told I have to hit the 2-year remission mark before the chances of relapse really start dropping. Then if I hit 5 years, the chances really start dropping and they consider that a cure. So yeah, great news. So I thought I would demystify another part of the process. What is a PET scan? Yeah, if I couldn't Google this, I'd have no idea what they were doing to me.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh. My cat caught a mouse and Julie's trying to keep him from coming inside with it. I see you. A PET scan exposes you to about 3 years of normal Earth radiation. PET stands for positron emission tomography. Positron, tomato. Anyway, they're used for finding tumors, diagnosing heart disease, as well as various other brain and mental disorders. In my case, it was to determine how well I responded to treatment and whether or not I'm still in remission. So yeah, it's pretty nerve-wracking to say the least. Combine what you're actually having the scan for with the fact that it's more accurate if you're calm. Juggle that little conundrum. So here's what happens. Like I said, they want you as calm as possible going in. There are 2 reasons for this. First off, it will reduce the chances of a false positive. And secondly, PET scans can be a little claustrophobic, but I'll get to that. So, you have to fast for 12 hours before the scan. Our dinner the night before was extremely low carb. Boiled eggs and broccoli. No salt. Yum. Appointment was for 7:15 in the morning. Before that time, you got to down about a liter of water. At the start of the appointment, you got to remove all the metal from your body. You're taken into a dimly lit room where the technicians insert a cannula into your arm, which is a semi-permanent IV. This is to inject a small amount of positron emitting radioactive material called a radiopharmaceutical, or that dye you hear about. Apparently keeping calm reduces your muscles from metabolizing said material. It is a glucose solution which cancer cells absorb faster than normal cells. So if there are cancerous cells, they will show up a lot brighter in the scan and make them detectable. Quick bit of bro science. Since cancerous cells love glucose apparently, that's just another good reason to maybe have a low sugar diet. But do not listen to me and go out and do your own research. Next, you're left to relax in the room for about 40 minutes. Enough time for me to relax, then play every scan result through my pea-brain until I'm stressed. I'm then left with about 5 to 10 minutes to calm back down. You're then asked to evacuate. I assume that's why you smash that liter of water. That way you don't have to tinkle during the scan. Next, you're directed to a room with that good old-fashioned radioactive sign. Stay calm, big fella. So you lay on a bench with your knees propped up and your arms behind your head. Kind of like radiation now that I think about it. The technicians give you some instruction, which is to listen to the breathing prompts given by the apparatus. Having done breathing exercises, I took a lot of pride in this, since I can hold my breath for about 2 minutes, which turns out to be completely unnecessary in this instance. So the best advice I can give is this. PET scans like CT or MRIs are claustrophobic, so just imagine you're lying in a swag. If you're lying on a conveyor belt and inserted in and out of the swag a couple of times, then left in the swag for about 15 minutes. Julie made me say it like that because kids might be watching. Hello there, young ones. Stay in school. So if you do get claustrophobic, just keep your eyes shut. The machine I was lying in was actually backed up against a window. So if I looked down at my feet, I could see a gum tree with birds in it. All up, the whole process takes about 20 minutes, after which they put more dye in you for the CT scan. That stuff gives your mouth a metallic taste, and you get to enjoy the sensation of shitting your pants, but you haven't. It just feels like you have. It's weird. Then the technicians come back in the room and they disconnect you. You then attempt to read the body language of the technicians. Maybe you lit up like a freaking Christmas tree and they have a tell. Turns out I'm really shite at poker because I got nothing from them. Come on, give me a little sign, girl. Remember that song? Who was that? Peter Andre? Well, it is what it is, I guess. As in a goddamn hit. Anyway, you then get to wait. And then you wait some more. And then you have that appointment. Either way, you move on to the next chapter of your life. And thankfully for me, I get to experience that next chapter in remission. No further treatment required for now. I did have second thoughts about making this video. Only because so many people have to receive really shitty news about cancer. But it was only for an instance. Because I know the people we've lost would be over the moon to hear this news. So, here's to them. And to you and your friends and family's health. Man, I feel rubbish. I don't know if I can actually drink all this. So go do what you do. And I'm going to do what I do. Shush, Kissy. The fire was lit in me about 6 months ago now. Shush. Now, you're going to see me more focused than ever. Because as always, for Julie.